All right, here's a tutorial on the iPad assignment. So I've got my iPad here. I'm going to switch to the iPad window so you can see what I'm doing. But one thing before I go, to do a screenshot on an iPad, at least on this model, there's a little top button here. I don't know if you can see it, there's a little button. And then the home button down here, there's a little circle thing. And you click on both at the same time, and the screen should flash. And that saves the picture to the photos. Then if you go into the Photos app on the iPad, that's where your photo is. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the iPad view so you can see it. Okay, through the miracle of modern technology, we are now looking at my iPad screen. If you're curious, I'm using QuickTime Player, and you just start a new movie recording. Okay, so here's my iPad screen. And here down at the bottom, you see the white one with the orange bird down here in the bottom left corner? That's the Playgrounds app. That's the one you want to download. If you ever are navigating your iPad and you can't find an app, you can swipe your finger down usually and then just type in what you're looking for, Play, Playgrounds. And I'm going to launch Playgrounds. Now, I've already gone through the trouble of downloading Learn to Code 1 and Learn to Code 2, but the technique for doing that is down at the bottom tray here. You would just click on one of these icons. So I'm going to download Learn to Code 3, and then it just kind of downloads it. You'll have to be on Wi-Fi, of course. Your iPad will have to be on internet. But for this class, all we need is Learn to Code 1 and Learn to Code 2. So let's launch Learn to Code 1. Okay, here we go. So at the bottom, there's these arrows, and you flip through the arrows, and it will teach you how to code. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to skip through some of this stuff. It says, start coding. And it says here, tap to enter code. So see where it says red, and then the red there, tap to enter code. You can click there, and then it should bring up a little keyboard or not. So at the bottom there's like those little these little gray buttons, collect gem, move forward, and you'll see there you can click on those. So for instance, in this case, I think it looks like I want to move forward a couple times, maybe 3 times, and then collect the gem. So see, because there's and you can actually touch the screen over here to zoom in and zoom out and look at the character. When you got it to where you want it to go, you hit run code, and it does its thing. And this little icon in the center here is handy. Let's see if it works first. Yes, it worked. That little icon in the center with the circle, you can speed up the way he walks, because some of these will be really long lines of code, and if you are impatient like me, then you can speed up his walk or slow it down. Great, we did that. We're going to the next page. So there's also a way to enter stuff in with a keyboard, and I forget what it is. Here we go. It's this arrow down at the bottom here, and that brings up the keyboard if you want to type things in. So you'll see you click this little table of contents button here, and you'll see there's a green check mark here. So when we say that we want you to complete commands and functions, go through all of these. Once you see a green check mark next to all of these, then do a screenshot, by holding the home button and the top button, like I showed you, and then attach that screenshot to Canvas. You might have to email this image that you've screenshot to yourself, or you might be able to just attach it to Canvas through just using the iPad if you want to log in. And then here's the functions one down below. If you get stuck on these, let me know. Maybe I'll make a new video. If you get stuck on 1 or 2 of them, I can make a custom video for ones you get stuck on. But good luck with this. And some people really like this. I didn't enjoy doing this exercise. I thought it was a little bit tedious. So I apologize for that, because when I took the course, I was like, ugh, the iPad, not the iPad. But some people love it. So for those of you that love it, enjoy. For those of you that don't, just slug through it. You can also copy and paste, by the way. So let's say you come up with a really cool format. you hold your finger down, you can select all, and then copy. So then like on the next screen, maybe you be able to use the same code. So that's just a little tip from me to you. All right. I can't think of anything else. So good luck with this one.